Hello again, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 13 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 days of sketches. Today's prompt is sequins and I think I can do that. So I've switched it up and went straight Christmas, right? Because I seen these huge doilies back there and I thought I've got to have a paper that has a wreath or some kind of fun circle pattern on it. And I remembered Coco Vanilla Studios. In their Christmas collections, they always have one of these fabulous wreaths. So that's what I'm going to use for today's layout. I do have these two photos of my beautiful husband putting the train around the Christmas tree. So I am going to go ahead and layer them right up like so and stick them in there. I am going to cut them down a little bit, but I did print them because they were vertical. So this one I'm going to come in just a little bit and take a little bit of hem off so that B is still in there, and then the same here. I am going to use the Christmas pack that I play with all year long. So I have the Coco Vanilla Studios Merry and Bright from 2020. The remnants of that because I used it for all of 2021 and was able to scrapbook pretty much all my Christmas in that throughout the year for the Christmas hops that we do throughout the year. And then I have the new Coco Vanilla Studio Joyful Christmas, the Joyful collection for Christmas of which was 2021. And I will use that this year. And then I did something crazy because I had just the last hip kit that I got was in November of 2021 so that I could use them up before I rejoin. I want to make sure that I get all those kits used up. And I have the Wish Season, which was their November kit solely focused on Christmas. So I had a few items left from that, mostly embellishments and stuff. So I just threw that in here and I'm going to play with that all year. And I have also thrown in this pack sequins, which are these loose snowflake sequins. So I'm probably going to use those to, you know, satisfy the prompt. But that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the branding strip cut off, kind of get an idea, pull some things out to be able to make this very, very pretty little floral cluster there. Thinking about maybe like fussy cutting, I don't know. I never know, right? So that's what I'm doing today. And I will have everyone else linked down below that's playing along. So when you're done, don't forget to hop along. But let me go ahead and get my stuff in order and we'll be right back. Alright, so I did pick, remember I said there was a wreath one, so I did. I found this one. And I'm going to map my photo in this paper from the 6x6 pad. And this is mostly stuff from the Coco Vanilla Studios, the latest Christmas collection, Wish Season. And I also have a few bits from the prior Coco Vanilla Studios Merry and Bright collection. And I've also got my Hip Kit Club from November all mixed in. Yep. I've got these two. I'm going to use this as my title. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And then I'm going to use this to create the little, it's going to be my title. So I think I'm going to do it this way as to where it's supposed to be like this way. But obviously that's just, it's not going to work because it's the wrong way. But yeah, so I think we're going to do something like that. We're going to come in and trim these little guys down just a bit. Oh, look at B. Oh my god, you guys, I've got such bad news. The hits just keep coming in my life these days. Totally fine. But, oh, B has hurt herself. So, this is a Friday. I'm filming on Friday. But anyway, I came home from work Thursday. I did a Brutus Monroe live on YouTube, on the Brutus Monroe channel. Check that out if you missed it. It's over on their channel. Created a mixed media layout live. So anyway, we had tacos for dinner. And then B usually has a little bit of the zoomies. And she was running around. And I was getting in the bed. And Ravi was playing with her. And she turned, screamed, I've never heard a dog scream. It was very horrible. Started crying. She made one jump, landed on the bed. She got up on the bed and she lay there and she cried and she wouldn't let us touch her. And I'm like, oh my God, what if she snagged her toenail somewhere and ripped her toenail out? So I'm trying, and my dog has like an abnormal fear of people touching her toes regardless. So I'm like, what if she snagged her toe? You know, so we're trying to like figure out what's going on with the dog. And my husband's trying to like, he's kind of got her in almost, not, you know, like a headlock, like he's holding her. So because when I was touching her paw, she tends to want to bite you, and her nips are not fun. So he was trying to make sure that she didn't bite me. And I was like, I think her toenail's bent, like what I would call the dog's ring finger, because you know they got 4. So her ring finger, her toenail looked bent. I'm like, oh my God, I think she bent, you know, she ripped her toenail. So there was no blood, so we were like, all right, we will see how she feels in the morning, because I was going to bed anyway. I get up. She didn't want to get out of bed, which is not unusual, because she's lazy dog B, right? Well, I finally get her up. I have to, like, get her off the bed. Sometimes I have to do that just to get her up, because I'm like, you have to go potty. I know you do. Let's go. We walk through the house, but it's dark, and I can't see her, and I can hear her walking, and she doesn't sound like she's walking all that great, but I can't see her. We get to the back porch, which has stairs. It's an inside porch, and I turn the light on, and she took one step. It's 4 stairs, and she fell down them. I caught her at the bottom, and I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Well, then she just looked at me, and I knew I was like, are you hurt? And I noticed that she wasn't standing. She had her back paw was down, and everything was spread, and this one was kind of just sitting there. So I carried her outside, helped her go potty, like I held her up. I had to carry her back up the stairs because she could not get up the stairs. And I was like, Robbie, our dog's broke. So he has been all day. He has been carried. I'm like, she's got a potty. He comes and gets her. He carries her outside. She goes potty. He brings her back in. He puts her back on the couch or the bed. Well, it was probably about 12:30. He came to get her, and I'm like, she's got to go potty. I know this dog is, you know, she's got to go potty. So he was like, we got to make her walk. Like, we have to make her walk on it a little bit. Because at this point, honestly, we still thought she had just kind of snagged a toenail. He's like, or she's not going to. So she did walk. He got her down from the couch, and then she walked in the kitchen, but she won't put any weight on it. Like, it doesn't even touch. Like, it just flops there, right? She's not even, like, attempting to put weight on her leg. And we get to the back porch, and she's getting ready to go down the stairs, and she was standing there, and he reached down to, like, pick her up, and she put weight on that paw, and she lost bladder control, and she started peeing. Well, she stopped, because she, you know, bad dog, not supposed to pee in the house. And we were like, you're not in trouble, like, we were cleaning up. He's like, well, should I take her outside? I'm like, yeah, she's got to go, you know, she knows. And we took her outside, and she still peed. So I called the vet, and they were like, all right, bring her in. Like, we don't have an appointment. You just get here as soon as you can. Like, there's something wrong. We're afraid of an infection, or maybe she tore something. So B tore her ACL. Yeah, long story short, B has torn her ACL, and she's yeah. So that's great. That's great. My poor dog. My lazy, unathletic dog has a torn ACL, and they gave some medicine for the inflammation, and obviously, in case you guys are wondering, there's nothing that they can do. It will not heal on its own. Ligaments do not do that. She has to have some surgery, so we have to call and get her in. Yeah. So, like, everything is, like, just super awesome. I'm trying to use that flower without, like, covering that flower up. Like, because we're going to take all of this stuff and decorate to the side right here. Just right here, like they have it in the photo. But I'm trying to figure out, So obviously that needs to go there. This needs to go here. So let's just assemble these guys together. But yeah, so my dog is like so much, she's in pain. She does have pain medication, and they were like, if this doesn't work, because most of this, like the vet that I go to, they don't do surgeries if they're a small vet clinic, which is why they got her right in. Like, they were super good. And she was like, Becca doesn't like me touching her paws anyway. Can you muzzle her? And we were like, yeah, totally fine. Like, I get that. My dog does need to be muzzled because she does not like her paws touched. So, we did all that. And the poor baby still, what is that for? So we need this to be, how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to take, let's take 3 off of this. Yeah, so, and they're not, like, the appointments are like 3 months out, so B is obviously in a bit of pain. So let's try this. I am guesstimating on those sizes, just so you know. But I feel like this is the one I wanted. So yeah. So my poor little angel doggy is very much so in pain and chillaxing on the couch. And it's so, I feel so bad for her. She also has joint supplements now, because now she's susceptible because she's using her other leg, and she's, let's be honest, she's kind of chunky. She did lose weight. She's only 61.2 pounds. But they're afraid that she's going to tear her other ACL in the meantime. That should have went all the way over, so we should just, like, put that back together. What do you guys think? I think we'll just put it back together. I should have never cut it. I should have, this is why you should always test things. Like down here, that's now we're not going to be able to see. So yeah, so my poor baby girl is all sorts of just bad. It's bad for B today. So that's what I've done. So along with everything else that has been kicking me in the teeth lately, my poor dog is sick. And I feel so bad because it's like there is nothing I can do for her. I'm like, I know this is sucky. So we gave her, Robbie stopped on the way home and got her a cheeseburger. And they said no strenuous activity. I'm like, she's, not really asking her not to change her life. So basically they're not asking her to change her life any, because she doesn't, but they did say she had to lose some weight, and she was not happy about that. She was a little upset, actually. She was not happy. Like, that was not what she wanted to hear. This needs to go over more. Okay. So let's just see if we can get this up without tearing anything. Okay, this needed to come way over. I believe that will do, because this needs to go, that still needs to come over, doesn't it? It needs to, no, I kind of like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these little flower pieces and just kind of fill in this area where I'm going to heavily embellish it. We're going to leave this alone. I am going to stick something to try to cover that up, and I do have a whole bunch of stuff pulled over here. So down here you can't tell that it's paper piece, but up here you definitely can. So that hip kit came with these very cute little bows. So we're going to put a little bow right here. And I have my title, which is my train. So let me go ahead and get all those florals and some of this stuff on there. Like I have a whole sheet. Well, I can't move it over, but I have a whole bunch of stuff sitting there. So let me go ahead and start finishing that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just went ahead and clustered everything all up over here. I did kind of cover B up because she was kind of like, she's right here, but it was just really too far over where she was. And actually it was all about my husband putting the trains up. So I've got everything down. I've got even a title, I know. I am going to come in and add some sequins just to jazz it up just a tiny, tiny bit. Just adding them here and there, and they're little snowflake sequins, so they will work perfectly. They are close to my heart ones. You can see them right over here. They're kind of iridescent-y, which is kind of fun. But that was the prompt, so super excited to get the prompt done. We will just kind of keep sticking them. So I want to remind you, today is Christy's Beautiful Life, day 13. So this sketch was designed by Amilis Adora. Let me just get that right up there so you guys can, come on, focus. That one right there. I am sure I butchered that name from Creative Scrappers. I do apologize for that. But we always want to make sure, Christy always informs us that to give credit, and we like to give credit to the designers of all of the sketches. Now, coming up is shortly, in a few days, I believe tomorrow starts, and I could be wrong, but all the lovely creatives that are playing along have designed sketches. So, and that is kind of, I think, the way Christy's going to start going, just so, you know, we can all continue to channel our inner creativity and kind of branch out and do some other little things, right? I think it's really fun to challenge and inspire. That is what we do this for. We like to inspire. And I am completely 100% honored when you guys say you're going to scrap lift me. I think that is like awesome, and you know, that's why we do it. If you're going to put your stuff out on the internet and social media, people are going to scrap lift you. They're going to copy it. Copying is the biggest form of flattery, so there is no need for hurtful, rude comments to be done publicly. Let's remember to be kind. The world is such a crazy... This bottle is just horrid. Do you guys see that? Did you just see what happened? Like, it just kind of... I don't even know what's going on with this bottle. I'm thinking about opening a new one, but I really don't want to waste it, even though it is craptastic glue. Yeah, so just remember to be kind. If maybe we can start to... If we can remember to be kind. I don't know what's going on with my glue bottle here, but it's just like... This is not one to be nice. You may not be able to change the world by being kind, but you may be able to change one person's world. And that's all that matters. So don't forget to check out everyone linked down below that's playing with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. I will also have all the affiliate links if you would like to pick any of this fun stuff up that I was playing with. And I will see you guys later with another video. Bye.